Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Immortal Way of Life, part 28, if I am not mistaken. As you can see, year 499, so one more year till we open the Ningzhou Ancient Ruins. In the meantime, I got some messages from Xuxin that it's about to open up this special event. Furthermore, the different materials from the Tianji or Heaven Secret Pavilion have arrived, but there is not enough time to refine them right now. So instead, we will most likely just click on Cultivate for 1 year, and our event will happen and we'll start right into it. Come on, there we go. We can also head to our sect real quick, see if there's any mission related to it, or if it triggers at the actual ruins. Hello, hello. What's the matter about sect mission? I still have no clue what's up with that mission. Like, it's failing about other clan tasks. No, thank you. You have anything to say? Yeah, sure. Okay. That doesn't seem like anything either. Leave a transmission, sure. Okay, it seems we can just head over into the ruins of first the Zuilo Valley. There you go. Hello, hello, here they are. And by the way, here crevice you can enter, but let's first interact with the different ones. Dao Yu, I was wondering if I'd run into you. Hello. What's up? Please take care of me, we are intimate. I heard that many cultivators from other states are also exploring the ruins. As a fellow cultivator from Ningzhou, we should support each other, definitely, definitely. Your sect once used all its resources to refine a sword array consisting of 5 pure young magic treasures. Only during the last emergence the elder carrying those swords perished in it. Okay, yeah. Although this flying sword possesses the power of a pure young magic weapon, it can only be fully utilized when strengthened by a sword array. If you can find it, please return it. Absolutely. Liqin Ling, what's up? Okay, nothing. What's up with you, Radiant River? He'll be watching on the sidelines. During the emergence of the ancient ruins 1000 years ago, our sect did any sect not suffer heavy losses? They lost their immortal sword for their sword formation. Now here they are also losing massive losses, like their Grand Elder perished, Paragon overflowing action. Despite the slim chances with his peak nascent soul cultivation, maybe there's a chance of a breakthrough in there. So if you could keep an eye out for him, do so. What's up with our main guy? Yeah, look at this. One sect lost its immortal sword for the formation. Another sect lost the Grand Elder at the peak nascent soul formation. They lost a clan technique as well. I swear to God, every sect. Yep, if I can find it, I'll definitely help out. What's up with you? Greetings. Natural. This time we are here to collect some rare fire attribute ores, especially treasures like the 6th grade item. If you can find it, yep, please return it, that's natural. And what's up with the shifting sand, Elder? You're welcome, yeah. Yep, our sect master is about to make a breakthrough. The important thing is to collect rare herbs, especially the rare heart-rent shroom. Sure, if we come across them, we'll definitely hand them over for a reward. I'm not just handing it over. But now, let's gather our spiritual chi and leap into the space rift. Upon entering the space rift, you were immediately swept away by a powerful chaotic current of spiritual chi. I never imagined the chaotic spiritual chi between the planes would be so terrifying. Planes is like dimensions. However, this is not even a real chaotic space-time rift. Huh. In the end, these Ningzhou Ancient Ruins are still part of the original dimension. They just collapsed into like this small space. What you feel now is maybe not even 1% of the true turbulent flow. Now, the space around these ancient ruins is extremely unstable and vastly different from Ningzhou. You can probably find many fissures that lead into this place. Yep, be careful. If it doesn't seem safe, the surrounding currents are chaotic and it may not be able to find a safe passage. Now what we see, like we are down here, up here is the next region and we can move along. Now there are these different arrows and I myself can move across them without any worries. And the reason being is my body Dao is in this case completely maxed out. I am not certain whether it's 70k or 150k you require to freely move across, but in my case I can freely move across. And these are essentially conveyor belts. If you've played Pokemon, for example, in the Kanto region, the 8th gym, I don't know if it's purely the Heart Gold Soul Silver remixes, but they also have these conveyor belts, and like you have to move through it. But here we go, we found a pouch, most likely from a bamboo mountain sector. Yeah, definitely return it later. We don't need to open it. Come on, that's our own sect, we gotta be nice to them. We have to support our own sect. And turbulent current carries with itself a mediocre looking gemstone. You instinctively grab it. We grabbed a meteorite. It's an extremely rare refining material. It's said that it can only be found in this region. Okay, grade 5. Anything else? What is this? A great arcane crystal? Ooh. I never thought I could find such a treasure in this chaotic current. But if my body Dao cultivation was not at its peak, even if I recognized it, it would be difficult to break free from the entanglement of the chaotic current and come to this place. Ah, I see it, okay. Okay, it's actually 150k you require, because if you look at the map, if you head into this conveyor belt, you are moved past this region, same with up here, so you need 150k to even have a chance to get there. But we'll explore everything. What was this? Oh, tier 6. Chaos Yin, sadly though. I am not too interested in Chaos Yin. Chaos Yang would be cool. Another meteorite. Another meteorite. And I believe we are done with the initial area. Let us head into the ancient dimension. The spiritual chi in your meridian suddenly calmed down, and you knew you had already left the space rift and entered a relatively stable plane of space. It seems this is the place where the ancient battlefield is located. Although spiritual chi is abundant, it's still not as stable as Ningzhou. What's wrong, old grandma, sorry. Did you remember something? Okay, she can confirm she was here 8,000 years ago, but that's about it. Let us continue. Pure Astra Shroom, sure. Be careful, boom. You barely managed to avoid it, but you saw a person charging towards you like a wild beast. Late Golden Core. Where are his skills? Where is his equipment? But we'll just skip this battle. Look at this loot. Moderate healing pills and a wind movement pill. That was so worth it. I love this loot. That was close. What kind of person is this? Their moves seem completely random and they only know one or more techniques, or one or two techniques. So it's actually intended that they only know this little. This was originally an ancient battlefield, a land of great infamy, thus the killing intent is heavy. I speculate if you stay here for too long, you will gradually become cruel and easily angered, just like a killing machine. Yep, there won't be any particular moment if you just stay here for a while, but if you stay here for hundreds of years, you have an issue. He may, like this person in particular, may have been a member of a group that entered the ancient ruins 1,000 years ago, maybe 2,000 years ago. Huh. And he didn't die from lifespan exhaustion. Anything down here? Okay, you can avoid the battle if you go down here. That's simple enough. It's so hot. Upon stepping into this place, scorching waves of heat swept over. You saw a rock shining with golden red color. You were stunned by this magnificent spectacle and couldn't help but step forward. Yep, if there are visions, there are definitely treasures. You arrived at the depths of the cave with scorching heat on your face. A cluster of strange metals caught your eye. It looks similar to fire copper, but its color is not the same as the murky dark red of fire color. Instead, it has a bright red-like color. Yep, we found a tier 6 material and completed one of the quests. Okay, someone else who attacks, late golden core. This time he has one more technique, but those are still very underwhelming. Instinctive strikes. And we move on. A pure Aster shroom again. A peculiar fragrance attracts you. What is it? Go take a look, absolutely. We move to the south. An intoxicating fragrance invaded your senses, and a refreshing and fragrant scent swept away the fatigue of your past few days. Perfect. The fragrant scent makes your heart wander off. You see a beautiful flower sea. You soon realize this is an illusion caused by the fragrance, and this level of illusion does not have much impact on you who has a strong mentality, plus 20 mood. After getting rid of the illusion, you trace back the source of the fragrance, and we finally find a Ningzhou-shaped spiritual grass. Once heard that there is a 5th grade herb called Heartrend Shroom, which has an extremely bizarre aroma and can make the person who smells it fall into an irresistible illusion. Perhaps this is the herb. But yes, our state of mind is at the highest level it can be, so illusions should not affect us. Another attack. Wei Huming. Anything over here? Triple exclamation mark. Li Yi-kun. Okay, we'll fight him again. And we move. As you walked deeper into the road, you saw a shifting sand-sacked disciple's corpse on the ground, and a flash of dust yellow clothes swept by. You activate your movement technique and quickly catch up with their footsteps. Along the way, you noticed another cultivator from the shifting sand sect laying down blood-drawn talismans, their movements shrouded in mystery. You silently followed behind him, and as he turned into the next corner, you bent down and observed the mark he left by the roadside. The rune depicted with blood still shines with bright colors, and even has blood stains slowly flowing down its edges, indicating it's not the blood of the person who created it. It is fresh blood. The shifting sand-sack disciple has probably just arrived here and has harmed his own sect disciples to obtain their blood, unlike a good person. Yeah, we continue to follow. We are strong enough. The person's silhouette at the end ahead seems to have disappeared. We continue to investigate. You quickly lifted your body and followed closely, staring intently at the occasionally swaying black shadow. Yep, old grandma, can you tell where this thing comes from? The ancient sword besides you remained silent, huh? You quickly searched in your mind for related memories and tried to figure out the use of this blood symbol. It's the blood-killing talisman. At the moment of lurking, your spirit was already tense. Suddenly, a loud shout made you change your appearance, exposing your whereabouts. You glared angry at the ancient sword. Okay, not bad. Ancient sect disciple, or ancient god sect disciple. Not bad, you have some skills. Come on, a late golden core. That's a very interesting weapon though. Like, it's tier 5. You may lose some damage, some HP, which is perfectly fine. You deal 60 damage and increase your soul sense by 10. And you can do this every single turn. That's really good. You have some skills, but next time we meet, you won't be so lucky. I actually wanted to say, but it's mine now in terms of the weapon, but he sadly escaped. Strange. Could it be this demonic cultivator has some connection to the shifting sand sect? By the way, old grandma, what is this blood-killing talisman you mentioned? It's not a talisman that cultivators from Ningzhou are good at, so I've only heard of the name. But it's a blood curse talisman which uses human blood as a catalyst. And well, it's used in demonic sects. Could have guessed. We kept silent about it though. I would not like to head to the ancient city right now. I want to fully explore. To find a flower of primordial chaos. And I believe we are done with this region. So let us head into the ancient city. The ancient city was once a grand trading hub where cultivators from all over gathered to conduct their business. However, this now once magnificent city lies in ruins. You come to the top to take a look. The west side of the city seems to be the former marketplace. Now it's a complete ruin. There are still many buildings preserved in the east, and you vaguely recognize their appearance. The most eye-catching building is the giant structure to the north, comparable in size to the Star Palace of Starsky City. Its purpose unknown. The Hall of Immortal. What is over here? Nishushin! Hello! Oh, he gets a title now. Xiao Yao Sword Fairy. Okay, Sword Fairy is a bad translation. It should be Sword Immortal, Jian Xian. But in this case, like sometimes translators translate the word Xian Immortal as fairy. Happens. But he's Xiao Yao Sword Immortal now. Fellow Taoists, please stay. We'll definitely wait for him. You are curious about why Nishushin called you. You slow down and wait for him. Yep, it's me. It's me, Yushana. Just a moment, I saw you from afar and thought it was you. We definitely have a deep connection. We met in year 1. We still meet in year 500. This is a map he obtained, okay? It has a road route engraved. Okay, and there's a dark X at the end of the road. So basically a treasure map. You decide to trust him once more. Definitely. Every time we trusted, it always backfired. So we'll do it again. The usage of certain keywords are... Okay, it's this place. Do you know what kind of treasure is buried here? I knew it. He has no clue. He probably bought it off a random beggar as well, this random map, and it just happened to lead us here. We can only split up and look for suspicious clues. You and your companion Nishushin have searched for a long time without any reward. Just as you were about to give up, you catch a glimpse of a lighthouse. All the surrounding items were affected by the battle that happened years ago, except this one. You walked forward curiously and gently pushed the lighthouse door. What's wrong? Did you discover something? Maybe it's in here, the treasure. Let us quickly head into it, but suddenly a suction occurred. We can't escape anymore. Yeah, this spatial disorder happening in this place definitely prevents us from moving. So this exploration may bring fortune or disaster, and we aren't certain what will happen again. Perhaps due to the distortion of space, you and Nishushin did not land in the same place. The space where you landed seems to be underground. After all, this is an ancient city. There may still be some precious techniques and artifacts remaining in this house, so we decided to search it. Now I already know where it is, so we'll immediately skip to the bed curtain. The antique redwood bed is concealed by smoky pink curtains. As you approached, a dark silhouette behind the thin fabric seems to be hidden or obscured, as if something is concealed within the canopy. The bed curtain is within arm's reach. Let's open it. Your movements may be gentle, but the fabric, which has been ravaged by time, is already fragile. As soon as your hand touches it, there is a rustling sound and the thin curtains are torn into two pieces, scattering dust all over the redwood bed. Without the cover of the bed curtains, the collapsed black shadow is revealed in front of you. A corpse dressed in a celestial river robe, already devoid of all vitality and with a miserable expression, stares straight at the direction you are in. Your mind is broad. As mentioned, we have the highest state of mind you can have, so we are unperturbed by the disturbances of the outside world. We are not affected. At this moment, a faint spiritual chi came over. You looked towards the back of the corpse and saw a sword with a faint spiritual light. Even after being weathered by time, the sword remains as clean as ever, with an exquisite scabbard that seems to epitomize its exceptional quality. You look down and see the two characters Chen Xing engraved in ancient script. Is this the lost immortal sword of the Celestial River Sword Sect? There was nothing else worth investigating here, so we climbed outside. You looked around but didn't find any trace of Xuxin. Maybe he died. A Cinnabar sword, a tier 2 material, and well, it's the quest item. If you do not accept the Celestial River Sword Sect's quest, this sword will be a tier 5 sword instead you can actually use. Triple exclamation mark. Oh, an early nascent soul cultivator with a good technique in the blood poison manual since it's very fast at cultivating. A master longevity pill recipe and a missing jade slip. Hello. The lost legacy has been updated. Which one is that? No, storage pouch, it's not. Which one was it? Yes? Heavenly Fire Sect? Zolo Valley? I have no clue which one it is. Okay, here the road connects. A broken tower. The multi-tower, which is not considered particularly tall, became even more dilapidated after enduring the ravages of time. Let us enter. As soon as we step into the tower, you hear a low and deep sword hum coming from the tower. You look towards the top, and agitated blood-colored sword chi jumps and rotates within this formation, with a cultivator in the center of the formation fighting these flying swords barehanded. Let's be honest, it's Baili Qi. Upon sensing your aura, the cultivator turned around and he was none other than Baili Qi. Yo, brother Baili Qi, you can clearly break this formation. Why are you still fighting those swords? Oh, he's planning to use the sword array to hone my physical skills. Sure, why not? You jumped into the formation and had some fun. We gained new insight. Sure, much interested in the highest level. Upon climbing the stairs, a strong aura of evil erupts. From its shape, this array may have previously sealed a spiritual sword. Like it's a rare artifact, and it's strange that it's sealed in this tower. You and Baili Qi lamented your loss of treasures here. So there was some treasure sealed in this tower, but it's gone now. That is sad. And what is the kind of insight we got? Body Dao tier 5. Your soul sense keenly detected a faint ripple. This feeling is so weak that it would be difficult to detect without a profound cultivation in soul sense. What is this? Check it out or forget it. Definitely check it out. We are here for a reason. We need some opportunities and so on. You carefully explore the directions sensed by your soul sense, passing through what initially appears to be a dead end of rubble and broken walls until you come across a huge stone monument. What is this stone monument? We can either read the inscription or we can probe with soul sense. Let us try reading the inscription. You try to read the words on the stone monument, or perhaps it's more appropriate to call it a pattern, but you cannot understand it. Okay, let's sense with our soul sense. Your soul sense just touched the stone tablet when a shuddering pain radiated from the depths of your soul, following which countless images began to pour into your mind. Yeah, let's try to observe the image. I believe in my character. You attempt to observe the images appearing in your sea of consciousness, but the pain from the depths of your soul only grows stronger. Fortunately, your mental state has long reached a level of unity of self and object, and no external pain can shake your mind. Slowly, you eliminate all distractions and sink your thoughts into your dantian, and the image in your sea of consciousness gradually becomes clear. You acquire the guardianship of the will. Although the stone tablet is standing in the center of the city, if it were placed 10,000 years ago, I don't know what kind of price one would have to pay to get such an opportunity for enlightenment. We got a deity transformation breakthrough technique. If you are in the state of Immortal at the beginning of the next turn, for each 10 Immortal absorb 1 spiritual Qi. Mysterious man. With your current cultivation, do you think you can do anything to the two of us? Either surrender and hand over the bloodthirsty beat, or resign yourself to being caught. Oh, Grandfather Blackheart! He's back! If you remember him from the dilapidated ruin in, I believe, part 3 maybe, part 4. Maybe it was sooner than that, maybe it was later than that, but it was in the late Qi refining stage. If I still had my previous cultivations, would you little children dare to be so presumptuous in front of me? Come and attack me. Inside a damaged residential building there was faint chatter that can be heard. You held your breath and listened for a moment and felt a slight sense of familiarity. By God, these stupid fuckers with their horns. I fucking hate these neighbors. Like every single time. Can't you ring a doorbell? Do you have to honk your horn every time? Inside a damaged residential building, there was faint chatter that can be heard. You held your voice and listened for a moment and felt a slight sense of familiarity in the voice of one of the people. We'll take a look. Like we know Grandfather Blackheart. You use your body movement technique to quickly approach the conversation area. Several cultivators are already fighting using their divine skills. Among them, you can vaguely tell that 2 cultivators are working together to strike down their opponent. It is the old man Darkheart you met at Joe-E Mountain 475 years ago. It would be my guess. Like definitely give it 8. Like he's 2v1 and he's saying if he had his previous skills he could kill them, which leads me to believe he can't kill them at the current hand. And yeah, the events of the past definitely helped us. And this is a kind of fate. Several fellow Taoists, Taoyo, you are fighting with such enthusiasm. Can I join in? And you're like absolutely clasping your hand right now. I know how you're acting at this point. Unexpectedly, it's you. Yes, I have grown up. I am no longer the weakling. Well, it's good. We have this fate. How about I help you again? I go left, you go right. Let us settle this. Are you kidding me? I thought he was like a nascent soul expert nowadays, and the attackers are also nascent soul experts. But look at this, a mere golden core can already make him run for his money. Oh nice, I stole your foundation pill. I now have 106 foundation pills. The two cultivators who were winning in terms of numbers were quickly subdued with your hand. Yep, after speaking, the old man summoned a bright red bead and slowly infused it with spiritual energy. As the spiritual energy poured in, the bead's light grew stronger until it enveloped the cultivators. Wow. Crimson blood oozed from the skin, streaming together to be devoured by the bloodthirsty pearl. After a few miserable screams, the two ancient god sect cultivators turned into two corpses and fell to the ground. Yeah, no problem, I'll definitely help you. After much contemplation, I have concluded that with your current level of cultivation, my comprehension of the forgetfulness skill will be of utmost help to you. This technique was obtained by chance as a partial manuscript. After breaking through to nascent soul, I spent a great deal of effort completing it. If cultivated successfully, it can allow you to communicate with heaven and earth. I still have unfinished business, so I will leave first. Did I just learn it? No. At the beginning of your turn, if you have no chi, absorb 1 chi. And it's at level 1 chi, so at the current nascent soul realm it would be up to 4 chi per turn. But the issue is, it's at the start of your own turn. And if you remember, forged metal gives us 6 gold chi at the start of the opponent's turn. So we always have 6. Oh, flower of undeath, sure, take it. Another cultivator, early nascent soul. From the celestial rivers. Wait, what? Nah, he has to be a random free cultivator, like independent one. No chance he's from the celestial river sect. They don't accept guys. Here we go. A very poor loot as always. Another flower of undeath. And the Hall of Immortal. A weird pattern. Like weird path. Wait, I actually can't use my W key to move up. I can only move like this. Bizarre. A majestic and grand palace stands at the end of the road with 3 characters Hall of Immortal Ascension engraved onto it. The plague of Fengjung, I don't know what this is supposed to be, has not yet faded or dimmed due to the war or the passage of time. The Hall of Immortal Ascension. What a grand name. What was this place originally for? This ancient city could be called the #1 city in Ningzhou 10,000 years ago. Were you also at this Hall of Immortal Ascension 1,000 years ago? It is said, he just doesn't answer our question. It's said it was built by a powerful being who ascended to the world of immortals, so the higher realm, a long time ago, and as long as you can pass the trials, you can obtain their inheritance. Most adventurers who enter these ancient ruins are after this Hall of Immortal Ascension. But no one in the past thousands of years has gotten the inheritance. I also investigated many rumors related to it. However, no clue what happens. He seems to have remembered something. Yep, he probably had an accident somewhere. The simple and ancient hall inside these, I don't know, the simple and ancient hall is spotless, completely different from the other ruins. A square steel tower stands solemnly in the center of the main hall with a soft glow radiating. Last time reading didn't work out, we immediately touch. You place your palm on the stone tablet and a dazzling light immediately engulfs you. When the light dissipates, we disappear into thin air. Doesn't sound great. Okay. After a moment of vertigo, you find yourself in a tall stone corridor. The corridor is less than 5 meters wide, but multiple hundred meters long. And it's stretching out in front of you as far as your eye can see. Judging by the size, it should far exceed the Hall of Immortal Ascension you saw earlier. Without proper observation of the surrounding environment, a series of banging sounds could be heard. Dozens of stone men emerged from the stone walls. They look just like regular people, and more than 10 of them surrounded you tightly and came directly to kill you. Early nascent soul, no techniques whatsoever. He can do a normal punch, he can do spirit body, and recovery. Those suck. You seize the opportunity and slice them in half along the waist, but their shattered bodies quickly turned into a puddle of silver grey liquid and then reformed. The others around you attacked again, and you had no choice but to dodge and evade. How's this possible? These people are clearly immortal. Even if I fight them until my spiritual chi is exhausted, I won't be able to do anything to them. And what does our portable sister say? Our old man: do not collide head-on with them within this formation. Break through the formation first, like try to get out of their circle, their encirclement, and then think about it. You condensed your spiritual chi throughout your entire body, slicing through 3 people in a row, finally breaking through the encirclement and rushing out from the formation. What is this place? I can't see any end of it at all. Stone corridor? Try to strike the walls that you can see. You gather your spiritual chi in your palm and strike the stone wall, but the wall remains intact. What is this? If I'm not mistaken, this is an independent realm or an independent dimension. What we see here, the stone corridor and stone man, is just a facade to deceive and mislead. Yeah, this illusion definitely appears realistic. Perhaps it's like this. Go. Wei Wuji loudly shouted and unexpectedly condensed a sword blade out of thin air, piercing a big hole in the head of a person behind him. How could you hit him? I really guessed it right. The Hall of Immortal Ascension Lord is truly skilled, as they were able to separate the physical body and soul of a person and send them to 2 different spaces. In this space, you and I, including all these stone men, are just soul bodies. None of us have physical protection, and we can only attack with the power of our soul. Yep, as long as we can sever our 5 senses, contain our soul sense, eliminate all distractions in our body, we can return our soul back to our body. Yeah, it's really hard to do it when people are attacking you. You now have decent cultivation, but when it comes to controlling soul power, you are far inferior to me. Rest assured, I wasn't being lazy for the past 1000 years. I will help you deal with these people. You just focus on finding your physical body. I saw Wei Wuji summon dozens of spiritual energy flying swords, swiftly forming a rotating sword array. Seeing the scene, you sit down cross-legged. Perfect. After cutting off your 5 senses, you lost the concept of time. No, how could we lose the concept of time? When you opened your eyes again, you found yourself in a stranger's room, a phantom. Finally, someone has come. You're the first human to reach here in over 10,000 years. I haven't talked to anyone for too long. I've been tormented by this endless loneliness for tens of thousands of years. I know you must have many questions. Who are you? He forgot the name of the concept of a name multiple years ago. Where are we? This is the true Hall of Immortal Ascension, and it was created by the crafty Elder Xuan Wei. Again? Yep, since the establishment of the Hall of Immortal Ascension, you're the second person to come here. 10,000 years ago it was created? How could you have possibly lived for so long? Alive? Well, I'm barely considered living. The old thief Xuan Wei imprisoned my soul here with his spell, to guard this damn inheritance for him. If I can only break free from this endless shackle until someone successfully is enlightened by it. Yep. Since you were able to pass the trial of Xuan Wei, you naturally have the ability to comprehend this technique. Today should be my final day in this world. Who's Xuan Wei? It's this old thief. Okay, nothing really to help me. Isn't this exactly why you came? The inheritance is none other than the world-renowned Xuan Qing Tian Yan Lu. Okay, I have nothing more to ask, since this is apparently this same dialogue. Okay, I have nothing more to ask. It's about time for you to accept the inheritance. Please sit still. You sit cross-legged according to his requirements, and soon a divine sense is transmitted into your sea of consciousness. You instinctively control your soul sense to connect with this technique, but there is no response. No, this is impossible! An angry roar came from the phantom and awakened you from your meditative state, and you sensed a great anger and fears from its voice. Why is it like this? Since you were able to pass this trial, how could you not accept the inheritance of this technique? Didn't you say there were other people who came before me? Did he also not accept the inheritance of this technique? He is different from you. He's the junior of the mysterious and subtle old thief, proficient in a race and has a thorough understanding of the construction of this immortal Ascension Hall. After Xuan Wei ascended, this person immediately deciphered the outer teleportation array and entered the inner hall without undergoing any trials. Now, to cultivate this special art, one must have a very strong soul energy as a foundation. Although that person's cultivation was not bad, they cannot meet this most basic requirement. But you're different, you are. So that's how it is. What? Soul body? How did you enter here? It seems if one wishes to pass the trials, they must rely on their own soul power to defeat those stone men. This is the reason why Xuan Wei set up this trial checkpoint. Wait, is it possible you helped her? How could it be? This array in the Hall of Immortal Ascension can't possibly teleport two souls to the same dimension unless it cannot be detected. As far as I know, nobody has been able to detect my existence unless I break free from the sword myself. The sword. Yep, it's indeed unfathomable. Don't be disheartened, I may have a method. Let's try it. For the past 10,000 years I have extensively studied the use of soul abilities. Perhaps I can forcibly transfer a portion of my power to her. This may satisfy her requirement to attain enlightenment. Let's try it. We re-enter deep meditation. Here you go, soul energy. I feel my soul constantly getting stronger. Soon your divine sense from earlier once again entered your sea of consciousness. As soon as your soul sense made contact with the technique, countless words trilled into your mind. Just by observing those cursive fonts, you will feel the spiritual energy in your body responding like boiling, autonomously operating according to what has been recorded in the practice technique. We learned the technique! A burst of laughter wakes you up, and as you open your eyes, you see the phantom transform into specks of light. Yep, it's this Xuan Qing Tian Yang Lu, the top cultivation technique that everyone desired 10,000 years ago. Look, the door is open. When you turned your head, you realized the door behind you had opened at some point. Outside the main hall, a person was standing in front of the square stele, looking up and down. Yep, one person obtained the inheritance, and now the inheritance is closed. And we get a very OP and good technique, the Xuan Qing Tian Yan Lu, +1 chi per round, and in comparison to the forgetfulness technique, it has no requirements, it is just additional chi per round, and most importantly, the cultivation speed is the highest there is. So my current technique is 1080 base speed. This is like 1300. So we'll definitely upgrade this to the highest level and equip it somewhere. I may drop the Phantom God movement skill, put the Dragon transformation skill here to get the damage reduction from my Nascent Soul, and then equip this in your main slot. But now I believe it's time for cut, 45 minutes already. So we will continue in episode 29 with the exploration of these runes. Hope you guys join in and see you guys at that point. Bye bye.